I think this Margaret talking down because we got stuff on the radio or something that might be talking down. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Maybe we'll turn it down. I don't know. Yeah, it's chatting about Kardashians and stuff. Maybe it's a follow on from my social media post. Well, I was going to do a post about something else, but I can't remember what was it. So, yeah. So, yeah. What was it? I was going to do social media. I'll come up with something else. Might come to me in a bit. Yeah, just chilling in the kitchen, listening to the American stories. It's funny you say America. People say America. That's actually it's two continents or one large continent, whichever way you put it, North and South America, Central America. It's a massive continent if you take the whole of the Americas. But Canada, Alaska, Canada, United States. Maybe was it geography? Was it? I'll do that. Anyway, Canada, Alaska, Canada, the US. I don't know. They might cut this down this video. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Sleep paralysis. I don't know what that is. Yeah, a bit of air in here, so I don't know what mark of this noise today. What's the noise level like, guys? They're not drilling up the road. There was a massive shower yesterday, April shower. It was something. It wasn't. I can't remember, but anyway. But they're digging the road out here and it got filled up with water. Here's some bugs. So yeah, you know, people say, oh, America, but they're a bit lazy in their thinking because Alaska, Canada, United States of America, which includes other islands, Hawaii and stuff like that. And then, without pulling the map out, you've got, Mexico, what next? I don't know, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, all these Central American countries. Then you have Venezuela. You know, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, Uruguay, Argentina. You know, people say America, United States of America, but look at that continent. Massive. It's like people say England, but actually England. When Americans say England, they actually kind of mean Scotland and all the rest of it. Wales, Ireland as well, probably when they say England. Anyway, I'm not going to do a geography lesson today. I don't know what I'm doing. Just chilling. Yeah. This was my cousins and the marriage day here. If you can see that. Nice day, that. Nice day. I was DJ actually, kind of. It was like impromptu DJ at that wedding. It was quite funny. And then, you know, and then I won't talk about. I don't like talking about family stuff, like flat lives. Oh, this is a secret hobby of mine. Not really bird spotting. I don't go out with binocular and stuff, but I'm fascinated by birds. I think it's to do with the fact that I've been locked up with cells and shit like that. I think that might be to do with it. Colours and all sorts. Most of my tattoos are buds. Courtship ritual. There's so much in it. There's, you know, they're called bad spotters, touchers, but I can't. It's like weird. I don't know. I'm dropping everything. Like run halfway across the country to see a bud when you got it in a book. I'm more interested in that. And I got an old book as well. Local shop. This was a cheap £2 book to Ian from Mummy, February 6, 1971. This is revised edition 1965, fourth reprint 1969. So yeah, the aim of this volume. See the speed they're going at in the residential again. The aim of this volume is to provide an inexpensive guide to British birds. Chemicals, Protection of Birds Act. There's a lot to it. There's a lot in here, and this is like old school photos. Dipper, hedgesparrow, mistletoe, song thrush, marsh tit, cold tit, cold tit. Look at these. Old school. The cold tit is easily distinguished from the grey and blue tits by its more somber colour. The upper parts are olive brown and the underparts buff. Palest on the breast. It's funny reading this. So old school like this. That like you read this out in class in a school, they'd be laughing their heads off at this. The cap and throat are black, the cheeks white, the white nape is the easiest. It's these card. Haunt, gardens and wooded country, nest, eggs, food. Notes, rather similar to those of other tits. The short song has been described as iffy. Marsh tit. Notes, a loud pitchu, a harsh, low nasal repeated jar, a high see. And others. The song is a repetition of 2 or 3 notes. Great big Crusted cold crust. Crusted tit. That must be rare. I bet that doesn't. I bet that's extinct now. Crusted tit. You see now that this is old school. This is interesting. Crusted tit. Let's swap this right here out. Oh. Oh, what we got now? Crazy. Taco. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sort this probably get taken down, that's the only problem. Oh, whoa. I still haven't cleared this surface up, it's a lot better, I'll show you. It's a lot better than before. Have a look. That's so bad. Oh, that's the busy's going down there. Have a look, see what they're doing. This window is jammed shut now for some reason. Look at that, that's no good. Yeah. 2 seconds, guys. It's more than 2 seconds. I get annoyed when people say that in the shop. They say, oh, 2 seconds, I'll be with you in 2 seconds, I'll be with you in a second. And it's like, literally, you can be waiting half an hour or something. Or if they say 5 minutes, it means half an hour. Have a look. Let's see if I can get YouTube on this device or other something else. Again, he's running on the pavement. You hear that, guys? He's running on the pavement. You know, I'm into health. I know I smoke and drink sometimes, but, you know, well, he's running on the pavement. That's worse for your health than anything, you know. Should be on tarmac. Bashing them bones on pavement. Okay, maybe he's got some fancy trainers, but Twitter? What's on Twitter this morning? Who knows? Should we go on to Twitter? Tweet. Log in. Oh, coronavirus. This is the big thing, you know, even Twitter knows. Coronavirus. Australia secures 10 million new kits. Trending in United Kingdom. Log in. Let's see if I can log in. If I can remember my codes. This phone, it's been talking out of the if you want to call it repair shop, that would be a fib if I said that. I didn't steal it. That's true. I didn't steal it. Don't worry. I won't do that. I'm not like that. I don't want people talking about the food out in the supermarket with the dust got to eat. That's one thing. Well, I signed in. I got signed in now. So for notifications, so log into your account from a new device with your now. So that's this. In case you missed, these are my notifications. Right, so this is this login. Right, next notification. In case you missed Arsenal Women SC's tweet. On this day, 2019, Arsenal WFC clinched the Barclays FA WSL with a 4-0 away win against Brighton at the Amex. What are your memories of this day? I remember it. I wasn't there. In case you missed Arsenal Women's tweet, happy birthday, Fran. Stenson, Fran. In case you missed Arsenal Women's tweet, congratulations, Leah Williamson and Vivian Midmar are duly named in the Athletic UK's WSL Team of the Year. But not DVD. All I get is notifications on Arsenal. Well, look at this, guys. This is my notifications. This is my notifications. Quite funny. I must think I'm a real Arsenal women's freak. You know what I mean? I am, but look. Look at this. Look at this, guys. You see this? All Arsenal women. Arsenal women. Oh, the first one here. What's this? Hey, like the video from Barclays FA Women's Super League. In case you missed A's tweet. Fun fact. In case you missed Arsenal Women's tweet. On this day. Oh, this is interesting. On this day in 2016, Daniel Donk scored her first goal for the Arsenal in a 7-0 win over Sunderland. Of course, she went on to hit a hat-trick. Yeah, she rocks. Rocks. She's my it's like I remember in Jill Scott, she comes in, it's something like that, but it's not really like that. I think she's a bird anyway. It's just the football with her. Look at this. Look at this picture. It's hilarious. This is hilarious. This is my Twitter feed. It's mad about Arsenal. It is fucking Arsenal. That boring I am. Janaya, right? This is what's coming up. Janaya. Serious stuff. Yeah. Okay, guys. So yeah, Twitter. The thing about Twitter, what I was saying, I did that thing earlier in the day. The Twitter compared to the what the fuck? Oh, that's my latest tweet. He never knew his best 11. Simple. That was about Phil Neville because I think he's resigning. Is the England women's football manager? Anyway, I don't do that many tweets actually. I do and I don't. And sometimes it's like it's with me with Twitter. It's like you go for 1,000, getting mad on Twitter. I was mad on Twitter, like looking at it, not and sort of just odd tweets and replying, and then recently I'm not really that spent that much time on Twitter. Oh, these are birds. These are banging. Oh, you can see this, guys. Look at this, guys. Hilarious. Oh yeah, this was a photo I did. This was a retweet, no comment, wasn't it? So no comment. No comment. This was a serious photo I took. Oh, this was on a different Twitter channel of mine. Okay. This is on a different Twitter channel where it's hard to tweet at all. Twitter for iPad. That's on my iPad didn't have water damage, which was this. So this is an emergency. I took a photo up there, and that was October last year. It's quite interesting. You can see that. This is emergency. It's an interesting photo, I think. That's the photo. The nice camera lens setup. Did I hold on? Which was I using? I think I took a couple of, because I knew that I heard that they were starting this protest. Sat down. I thought, right, I'm going to get up there, take photos. I only tweeted a couple. Go onto this Twitter feed and look at this. This one I've only done how many tweets? 34 tweets on this one. This is when I joined May 2019. I've got 2 Twitter accounts. This one May 2019 and the other one from 20. Oh my God! Now it's taking all my data now. So if you don't turn off data, you should be on Wi-Fi, but it's taking my data. Oh, this is me. This is my thing. Found that on my channel. This is oh, you missed the swan. I don't know if I should restart that. I wanted to show you that. That swan. That's in the East End guy. Oh, you can't see that. Fuck. There's nothing to see that. You missed that swan. It's in the East End. This was down the East End of London. There's photos. And oh, they probably banned it now because it's. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it off. They might not ban it. I don't know. How to show me and then put how to love. Well, that's Soho. You can see it. And then there's this bird who was walking around Soho, and I took a photo of her. I don't normally do that type of photo. It's like paparazzi sort of stuff, but it's just such an image. Coming up in a second. This bird. You can't really see it there. That. Well, this is Gaffer Top Sander. They're from England. And this is Parliament Hill, I think. Primrose Hill, not Parliament Hill. Primrose Hill. It's difficult to see. The phone's a bit smudgy. the Swan again. That's a canal in the East End of London. It's a good tune, this though. I think this tune, this is one of their first singles or something. And they're meant to be going on tour, and this fucking bar stopped, so I was gonna go and see them. Scream dry. This is here, down the crack. That was a professional camera I had there. It's a Nikon D800, I mean, D800, that was. It wasn't a brilliant lens. But I think I was using that down the creek for a while. Not that it matters. A professional camera. This is a professional camera in my hand. It's an iPhone 5. You can make a fortune with this bit of technology. There's a story behind this picture. I don't really want to talk about it on this channel at the moment, but the reflections. It's difficult to. Reflections. Oh, what's the best view here? Yeah, it stays on this for a bit, and then use it. It's like a breakup song or something. Yeah, it's gonna end now. It's just, and then it's back to the crack. The sky's changing colour and stuff like this. Good bit of guitar work here. The way they end this, just there's the crack. I sort of ended it on a positive note and like a sort of a you take your own path. You got to map your own path and laugh, something like that. That was the meaning of that. And so and I put visual interpretation to digital license. I had a license number, so I can do that on my YouTube, and it's not been taken down. But I can't remember the company that done that. Yeah, it's a drawing I did of a film camera. I had to try this camera, and it's a sort of camera I kind of taught myself in a way on this camera, or not taught myself because I'd done photography a long time before, and I needed the money. I kind of regret it, and I don't, but I do regret it. It's nice. You can't, I suppose it'd be nice to have all your old cameras, all your old vinyl, but where does it end? You've got to have a fucking castle to build have all this old stuff in. You know, I like to be minimalist in my life. I don't necessarily want. I do reminisce about stuff, but you gotta look forward. But anyway, that was a drawing I did of it's an F100. It's a good camera if you want to learn. That's a good recommendation if you want to learn. If you want to learn, you can see that there. And if you want to learn photography, get I was going to say black and white film company, but colour in it, whatever. If you want colour, black and white, get a film camera. and go for that. But it's tricky though, it's expensive. But you can switch the lens onto an old film camera, a digital camera as well. Digital cameras become so cheap now. Just switch it onto the digital if you run out of money for film, or not really, But it's a good way to learn with the film because every shot you're kind of every shot you're and it's like me now. I very rarely take photos because in that brought up in that mode of film. Well, no, I don't say that I very rarely take photos, but I see people in that. Maybe I'm becoming like it now. I can't stop going onto Ustream, Anyway, yeah, but that's my Twitters. But like this, I don't know. For me, I can literally right now. I can press that button, power off, and that could be off for the rest of the day. That could be even. I've thrown phones in the sea. Literally, I threw a phone in the sea, and I went knackered. I remember I jumping knackered in that sea in Margate. I don't know what went into my mind. It was like this was getting a bit. I was not in the right good state at the time, but. All this technology. When look, it's a bright sunny one. I know we've got this virus at the moment, but there's nothing stopping people going outside and staying out a bit longer than 1 hour, really. That's what I've been doing. I've been going out a lot. It's quite nice with no so much traffic, and well, they're going faster now. There's less traffic, but so they go faster. Yeah. That's what I was mentioning this morning, wasn't it? With the football and the social media, going back to that. I think it was this morning. Get a bit confused with the days and stuff now with this fucking virus. What we know Wednesday is it coming up to something. Still in that prop. And it's not really a bank holiday here at the end of the week, which could be, but it's like in the continent, Europe, May Day, 1st of May. Oh, that really reminds me. Remember that triggered a big thing in my heart. That triggered a big thing. I was at a demo on 1st of May. It was literally 10 years ago, I think. Was it 10 or 11? 2009, 2010, or 2008? 2009. It was after the banking thing. And a demonstration down at the bank. So I was on the home. There was 4. And one of them was like against homelessness. And there's others. And there was some heavy-duty Italians to set fire to banks in the Bank of, around the Bank of England. The place, I've mentioned this, I think. The place they're battering people back. Can't get out. Oh, Boris Johnson's, before it starts, I've mentioned this before, the Mayor of London, Boris at the time, Mr. Johnson. Mayor Johnson, whatever you want to call him. He's looking at, he's like got this semi-smirk on his face. I don't know how you describe it, and he just sort of cycles away. After, before it all kicks off, he's probably ordering them to, he's in control of the place, isn't he? He gives the orders. Probably. He's liaising with them anyway. Yeah. Someone died at that before as well. It went before, just, before it started. Bang. The police took his leg away. He's walking home from, this is all public record, I know. So it doesn't, it's not saying anything controversial here. A newspaper seller, nothing to do with the protest whatsoever. Literally a newspaper seller from the East End. He's selling this Evening Standard or whatever, I don't know what it was. He was walking away from the protest. Police took his leg away. And he's got slight balance issues or something. He's got health problems, something like that. And, there you go. And the policeman is not even sacked. I don't know what happened. He got, he's like, I don't want to talk about that. That'd be really sick. They give me a massive fine for a big £700 fine for finding 50 pence. And then, here you go, so what? Probably, he gets his pension, I think. I'd like to look into that. I can't even look into it. It's just so... Yeah. That's a story to tell. That demonstration. I went to a couple of bad demonstrations the last couple of years, and I tweeted actually. Turn the phone back on, but I like this phone. The shape of it has been the same shape, but they changed it now. But it was the same shape. I've never bought a new one of these. I had the new latest, the one with the 3 camera. It's a good phone. It's heavy though, but this phone, I call it camera. Look at that. Look how you can put your whole hand around there. Look at that. Compared to this one, this was a little bit bigger than Nokia. Google. Yeah. It's a bit more. You got a lot more grip on this. It's less easy to drop this one than this one, or it's just the same. But it's just muscle memory. It's to do with muscle memory as well. With phones, it's like with cameras. Muscle memory. This 5, they bring out 5S, and then they bring out the 5SE, which is a much better chip and so on. But still, this works. This is a 5, and then literally the shop, they give me, this is the story earlier, they give me £10 for it to buy back, and I buy it back 15 or 20, something like this. £15, and I buy back for 20. If you need cash desperate, they give you £15 for it. Most shops, they don't even take it. They think it's not even that worth nothing. But this is worth money. You can make millions with this phone, literally. This is professional. It's just, this was the top of the range at the time. Maybe not the memory, but this was top of the range at the time. Top of the range now is £1,300. Think about that. Well, there's a lot of thought into this. This is Johnny Ive, this is Eric. Look at the metal on that, the plus, the minus. So you got buttons there. The only thing is, which is a good and a bad thing, is locked into the Apple software. They lock it down totally. That's used to back in the day, back when I was in the gaff. You know, if you want to call it that. It was a shelter. I'd call it a shelter in a way. We were like a band of brothers in there. There's women in there as well, not so many. And we were all in the same boat, and we made the best of it. It was good. We were all, we had our issues. We all had our issues, but at the pool table, we had Sky TV, Sunday afternoon, every football game you can watch. You know what I mean? Wicked. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, I just like it. It's just it's just so portable for a smartphone. Like you can even sort of walk along the road like that, and people not even know you have a phone on you. That's a serious bit of equipment. It's just a massive memory, and I bought accessories as well to go with this. Like a thing, and a dock, and this shop, this Xxxxx is such up. That shop is like unbelievable. What's going down there? It's big bad dollar with this. If you're into that, it's the way you can switch things. Oof. Anyway, I got digressed as usual, but I haven't had a coffee yet. I've had a Diet Coke instead of a coffee this morning. I'm living the Kardashian lifestyle at the moment. Hi. Oh, Kim, can you talk to Chloe? Oh, good, yeah, man. Oh, cool, Chloe. Chloe, I love you. Bye. Anyway. Yeah, this is a good lens. This is a very good lens. It's just an empty box. Again, me and my fucking money problems fucked up. Excuse my French again. Hopefully not bomb that. To blip that one out. But this is a very good camera. Come all the way from Hong Kong to import this. Get a good price, and not from Hong Kong. Company there directly. This was directly imported. See, but it's a nice lens. That's comes up at 15. You times it by 2 because it's in terms of 35mm. So it's a 30mm equivalent, which is like it's a sort of widescreen. This I'm not sure. This is wider. This is probably 24 or something that I'm looking at now, maybe 28 in terms of the 50mm, the full frame. If you're into cameras, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, you probably have to go on Google and check it. Or pick up a camera manual or book, preferably, rather than going on Google. Maybe it didn't tell you in here. Might just be in Chinese or Japanese. No, Panasonic. It's a very interesting company. Recommend that lens. There was an issue with it though. What was the issue? The hood. There's something. The hood is weird. It's like. Is that with that? Now, going back to the subject that I wanted to talk about, that I started to talk about, and I digressed, was the football and social media and the wags and all that stuff. Oh yeah, so that was one question. There was three, but I've forgotten them now. I should have wrote. Whenever something comes into your head, you have to write it down. You really think so, or else you forget it. There was two I remember. I can't remember the third one. The two were: do you have wags, and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, on tour with the football team, or and so there's that one. That's like. And then what about social media? Do you have a lockout? Do you say, right, no one on social media whatsoever, or maybe like one feed from the FA or something like that? A bit of like not even really interviewing, or the players are not allowed to look at their social media or nothing like that, or that was the book I was going to show you before. So, normally with books, I can find them pretty rapidly, but it is under a lot of crap there. I generally know where my books are. There's a lot of crap on this table as well, so that's got to be sorted out. Maybe that's the task of the day. First, I've got to finish this one. It's a lot better. I'll finish that and then do that table. Go through tables, clear up surfaces. This class is a fucking mess. I don't know if you've seen it before. I'll put some compost stuff. Show you photos of that, but it's still messy. But there's a lot more space now. I don't know if I should get table back in here actually. Table back in the kitchen, I'm not sure. I sent a photo. It was a brilliant photo of it. I think the president or prime minister of Uruguay, and he's like in a small. He's not in a palace, not in the fucking White House or Buckingham Palace. He's in a flat or apartment or a little house, and he's in the hall. He's like in a room like this or something, or even smaller. Amazing. In Uruguay, and they've got interesting policy that, on this subject. If you want to see these stickers on this, you want to see these stickers, am I allowed to show them? YouTube probably ban them. Anyway, it's another subject. Lots of subjects. Yeah, this is an interesting book. How to play and win the biggest deal in town. Look at this, all these. In theory, this is. I've shown you that. I think I mentioned that other book, didn't I, on a previous stream? And this is a thing that this is like a smaller one. There's it's fascinating stuff. EPT London. Corrin. Oh, Vicky Corrin. I like her and I don't like her. But poker, she's interesting. I'd like to see her. I'd like to see a competition with her and some of the Americans. I might read a bit of this book out actually. I'll do that in a bit. Some coffee. EPT London. Universally known as the Vic, the Victoria Casino in the London district of Paddington, amid the mid-eastern delights of the Edgware Road, has always held a special place in the hearts of British poker players. Yeah, they don't let me in there. At some point in their poker lives, everyone has played there. Pretty much everyone who works in the game. Okay, everyone of a certain age who works in the game has at some time worked there. In the days before the internet, and strange as it may seem to younger readers, there actually was poker life before the advent of the World Wide Web. Many people played their first hand of poker there. The first time I myself played poker in public, as opposed to the Tuesday night game, was at the Vic in the mid-1970s. Throughout the 1990s, the club's Saturday night Hold'em tournament was a regular fixture in my married life. with Cindy Blake, the mole of a big deal. My 3 sons even had their 18th birthday parties there. I'm becoming old enough to enter. The winner of the £1 million first prize in the first ever poker million, John Duthie, played his very first hand at poker at the Vic, where he soon became regular. Yeah. That was the first page of chapter 10. The top writer in Polkadot, Martin Amos, says required reading Sunday Business Post. Holden is the subtlest of poker games, and Holden is the smartest of guides. This is Anthony Holden. Holden on Hold'em is a guide to playing and, more importantly, winning. And he's got other books, Big Deal and Bigger Deal. That's the mark. Yeah. It's come out. And he's written other stuff as well: journalism, translation, Greek anthology, Greek pastoral poetry and stuff. 2008, this paperback 2010. Yeah. Interesting illustration in the front cover. It's an interesting, I like portraiture. All forms of portraiture are interesting. It's like a semi-caricature, but it's not as extreme as like Gerald Scarfe. Yeah, chapter 10. These receipts in here. Chapter 10, page. It's kind of book me started. I want to put it down actually. This lockdown, I mean, normally I'm going to London every week, every other week, at least every other week, every week, every few days. Can go up there, but you literally you risk being arrested for going up there. So, there's a picture I can show you. I don't know. Can I show you this? I don't know. I'm a bit like I was watching a documentary of I was watching a documentary of on the YouTube, ACDC. Angus Young. Angus is Angus. He's Angus Young. He's very rarely does interviews. It's very interesting. You don't know nothing about his private life. I think I've seen it as a marriage ring, maybe a marriage and stuff like that. But I don't even want to know. It's like that's the interesting thing. My brother, when she told me that, he said there's a biography of Bruce Springsteen. My boy got him, he got something. But she doesn't really. I think she read it, but she didn't really want to read it because she doesn't really want it. It shatters the illusion in a way. Someone's normal life. It's the same as everyone else, probably. who wants the whole thing about celebrity or entertainment is it's that someone who's who's just kind of let's do it. Yeah, I got distracted there again, but this Kardashianization, if you want, that's a word I could invent. The Kardashianization of celebrity life. As the Osborne, I mean, I'm doing it myself. I'm in my kitchen chatting, but I'm a bit. I don't know. I don't know if I'd let I'm controlling exactly what I put up. Whereas in that scenario, I've seen it when I was there. That the whole family is being filmed, and the youngsters as well, and they're growing up in that spotlight, and so I don't know if that's good, if that's healthy for kids, So Hollywood, Hollywood, isn't it? It's Hollywood. I think it can mess with people's heads up going into fame and not too early, or not even just fame, but just even, I was put in front of a actual film camera. I was 7, something like that. My mum was trying to get into the movie business, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a good thing, but it was fine. It was like but. I don't know. It's like who was the thing? See that, and that's the other thing. See, as soon as you bring your kids into it, and you put them onto the YouTube and the Ustream, well, then you've got the paparazzi and that can say, well, you've got no right to complain. We're paparazziing your kids and this and that. Now, they've changed the law though now. I think they're not allowed to do it under 18 to do photos and that. I'm pretty sure. Because it was. Anyway, okay, 58 minutes. Maybe, I don't know if I'm keeping going now. I'm gonna have a coffee, guys, and I'll get us to maybe read a chapter of that poker book. Alright, normally I try and end on a round number of some sort, but yeah, we're gonna end on 59 instead of 60. I don't know what we're doing now. What am I gonna talk about for the last minute? I don't know, nothing. Just be quiet and let it roll out. Yeah. Oh. Okay, guys. And straight. Cheers, mate.